AI taking jobs is an old topic, but recently, Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, cautioned that it's not just our jobs at risk. AI could soon be disrupting power structures, deepening wealth gaps, and even eroding human control.
Does humanity know what it's doing?
No. I think we're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us.
You believe they can understand?
Yes.
You believe they are intelligent?
Yes.
You believe these systems have experiences of their own and can make decisions based on those experiences?
In the same sense as people do, yes.
Are they conscious?
I think they probably don't have much self-awareness at present. So in that sense, I don't think they're conscious.
Will they have self-awareness, consciousness?
Oh, yes. I think they will in time.
And so human beings will be the second most intelligent beings on the planet.
Yeah.
Future of employment. The godfather of AI doesn't throw out random predictions. Geoffrey Hinton has been right about tech shifts for decades. Back in the 1980s, he was already talking about neural networks, something people thought was too futuristic or impossible. Fast forward, and now those same neural networks are at the core of the AI we see today. So, when Hinton speaks up, it's worth paying attention. According to Hinton, while AI has the potential to significantly increase productivity, the benefits may largely favor the wealthy and big corporations, leaving ordinary people at risk of job loss.
In a decent society, if you increase productivity a lot, everybody's better off. But here what's going to happen, if you increase productivity a lot, the rich and the big companies are going to get much richer, and ordinary people are probably going to be worse off because they'll lose their jobs. Many people say, it'll create more jobs. For this particular thing, I'm not convinced of that. What we're doing in the Industrial Revolution, we made human strength irrelevant. Now we're making human intelligence irrelevant. And that's very scary. So there's some areas where demand is very elastic. An example would be healthcare. If I could get 10 hours a week talking to my doctor, I'm over 70, I'd be very happy. So if you take someone and make them much more efficient by having them work with a very intelligent AI, they're not going to become unemployed. It's not that you're now only going to need a few of them. You're just going to get much more healthcare. Great. So in elastic areas, it's great. There's some areas that are less elastic, like I have a niece who answers letters of complaint to a health service. She used to take 25 minutes to answer a letter. Now she can just scan the letter into ChatGPT, it'll give an answer, she'll look at it, check it's okay. That's 5 minutes now. I suspect they'll need less people like that. It may be everybody can complain a lot more, but I suspect they'll need less people like that. So some jobs are elastic, others aren't. The non-elastic ones, I think people will lose their jobs.
And this is not the only time he said something like this. He also dropped a bombshell by talking about the elections in the USA. He said,
In the systems we live in, that wealth is going to go to the rich and not to the people whose jobs get lost. And that's going to be very bad for society, I believe. So it's going to increase the gap between rich and poor, which increases the chances of right-wing populists getting elected.
According to the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, nearly 85 million jobs may be replaced by AI by 2025, although this shift could also create approximately 97 million new positions in the labor market, highlighting a complex transition where some roles may disappear while others emerge.
If you're a carpenter, it's fun making furniture, but it's a complete dead loss because machines can make furniture. If you're a carpenter, what you're good for is repairing furniture or fitting things into awkward spaces in old houses, making shelves in things that aren't quite square. So the jobs that are going to survive AI for a long time are jobs where you have to be very adaptable and physically skilled, and plumbing's that kind of a job.
Because manual dexterity is hard for a machine to replicate?
It's still hard, and I think it's going to be longer before they can be really dexterous and get into awkward spaces. That's going to take longer than being good at answering text questions.
While Hinton acknowledges the possibility of new job creation as a result of AI advancements, he stresses that these roles may require different skills, underscoring the need for workers to adapt and reskill to remain competitive in an evolving job market. So, what can we do about this? UBI Universal Basic Income. Geoffrey Hinton suggests one idea: Universal Basic Income, or UBI. UBI means giving everyone a fixed amount of money from when they turn 18 for the rest of their lives, no matter if they have a job or not. It's meant to help people if AI causes a lot of job losses. Hinton has talked about UBI with government leaders at Downing Street. But the big question is, are they really listening?
Actually, I was consulted by people in Downing Street, and I advised them that universal basic income was a good idea. In between 5 and 20 years from now, there's a probability of about a half that will have to confront the problem of them trying to take over.
Geoffrey Hinton likes the idea of UBI, but he knows it's not enough by itself. People feel proud and useful when they work. Just giving money doesn't replace the satisfaction and sense of achievement that comes from having a job. He said,
Yes, I certainly believe in universal basic income. I don't think that's enough, though, because a lot of people get their self-respect from the job they do. And if you put everybody on universal basic income, that solves the problem of them starving and not being able to pay the rent, but it doesn't solve the self-respect problem.
What do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments section. It's easy to imagine a future where we don't have to work because chatbots and AI handle all our tasks. While this might sound appealing, there are deeper concerns to consider. For instance, universal basic income might not be distributed fairly, which could create new challenges for people trying to make ends meet.
It's going to lead to a big increase in productivity, which leads to a big increase in wealth. And if that wealth was equally distributed, that would be great, but it's not going to be. So it's going to increase the gap between rich and poor, which increases the chances of right-wing populists getting elected.
Moreover, the development of artificial general intelligence, AGI, could happen in the next few years. Companies like OpenAI have detailed plans for AGI and are working on it intensively.
Why is AGI the goal?
The two things that I think will matter most over the next decade or few decades to improving the human condition the most, giving us sort of just more of what we want, are abundant and inexpensive intelligence. The more powerful, the more general, the smarter, the better. I think that is AGI, and then abundant and cheap energy. And if we can get these two things done in the world, then it's almost like difficult to imagine how much else we could do. We're big believers that you give people better tools and they do things that astonish you. And I think AGI will be the best tool humanity has yet created. With it, we will be able to solve all sorts of problems.
This progress raises important questions about safety. How will we ensure AI safety and secure a calm and stable life for everyone in the future? Preparing for AGI. As we move closer to the reality of AGI, it's natural to wonder how we can protect our jobs. One approach is to focus on building skills that are harder for AI to replicate, like emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and complex problem solving. Jobs that require a deep understanding of human needs, creativity, and adaptability are less likely to be taken over by machines anytime soon. Also, staying updated with tech skills and learning to work alongside AI rather than competing with it could be key. Whether it's by mastering AI tools or picking up new tech-related skills, adapting to a world with AGI could mean keeping ourselves essential in roles that AI might struggle to fully understand or replicate. The goal? Become the kind of worker who doesn't just keep up with change, but thrives because of it. I'm planning to create a separate video diving deeper into these topics, so make sure to subscribe and watch this video on your screen if you want to know more about the scary future of AGI.